There once lived a woman with her husband and 2 children. She have a one working maid. And in the house there lived a problem that no one talked about, and that is missing things. The milk finished too quickly, snacks vanished, toothpaste gone in a week, even soap was getting over fast. The madam of the house, tired from office work, started blaming her house helper, who is a soft-spoken woman in her 40s. Madam said to her husband, "She must be using extra. Maybe she takes things home." The husband said, "She's been with us for 3 years. She's loyal." But doubt had already entered the madam's mind. Madam didn't confront maid, but she started watching her closely. And one day, she told her friend in front of the maid, "I'm thinking of installing a hidden camera. Things are disappearing too often." The maid heard everything but said nothing and kept working. Maid didn't cry, didn't complain. That night, maid took a small notebook from her drawer, and from the next morning, without telling anyone, she started writing everything in notebook, how much things are used, how much left. She wrote everything, quietly, and continued for 2 weeks straight. One day, Madame was again upset and saying, "3 packets of noodles were there yesterday, and today only 1 is left. I don't even get to eat anything in this house." The maid quietly said, "Madam, if you allow, I have something to show." And maid took out the notebook, page after page, simple lists, details, dates, what was opened, what was finished, everything was written in the notebook. Madam flipped the pages, confused. Reading notebook, all the missing things were simply being used, untracked. She looked up to maid speechless and said, "You were keeping track." The maid smiled gently and said, "I heard what you said that day. Instead of arguing, I thought it's better to show than to fight." The husband walked in and Madam told him everything. He looked at the maid and said, "You didn't defend yourself." "Why?" Maid said, "When people are angry, they don't listen. But when they're shown the truth calmly, they understand." Madam sat quietly. That evening, she gave the maid a new diary and said to her, "From now on, this is yours. You'll be in charge of tracking all kitchen use, and I trust you fully." From that day on, no one doubted the maid again. She didn't become loud, she didn't act proud, but now she was seen with quiet respect, not because she spoke loudly, but because she had spoken through her actions. In life, not everyone who stays quiet is weak, and not everyone who stays silent is unaware. Some people observe more than they speak. They choose not to react in anger, but to respond with action. This story reminds us that real strength doesn't always come from loud voices or big words. Sometimes, it comes from the calm, quiet people who stay focused, think wisely, and solve problems without showing off. So before you judge someone's simplicity as foolishness, look deeper, because the people who don't show off might just be the ones carrying the most wisdom. If you liked this video, share your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe for more such inspiring stories.